Okay, I hope you will consider with me for a moment cyberspace, the internet, the computer, and those things and their relationship to cleanliness, to being clean. And when I say clean, I think they should be cleaned, and I think that I'm not talking about it in terms of like straightening up your desktop or getting some antivirus software. I'm not talking about the problems that come from botnets and the Russian mafia and, you know, money mules, and Trojan horses, all that like complicated user problems or hardware or software failure. What I'm talking about is I'm talking about cleaning up and addressing on a more cellular level the energetic needs and reality of the internet. And again, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of skeptics who think, oh, what are you doing? That's a waste of time. And I'm thinking, it can't hurt. Because to me, I just think about the electromagnetic radiation coming off the computer, and I'm thinking, that seems very much like an aura. You know, I mean, it's the same kind of like talk, and those tentacles, the influence. I'm just saying that I think we should address trying to, you know, honor and cleanse these things that we use all the time that give us so much pleasure. Okay, so above, I'm trying to address the ones and zeros, which you probably already know are the fundamental components of the internet, of the entire computer's life. So anything that you write or do or sound or video is translated in computer land into ones and zeros. So again, if you're typing in JavaScript or Ajax or Perl or whatever you're programming in, it's translated, those letters are translated into ones and zeros. And so I'm trying to pay homage and clean up those ones and zeros. So the first thing I did for them was to give them a little massage with lavender oil and calendula. Here I'm giving them a baking soda and sody bath, which always makes me feel good. And I thought, we should do something for those ones and zeros that are like the, you know, the soul, the very core of our, you know, computing experience. They're like breathing out and breathing in, the yin yang, the sperm and the egg. You just look at them and you know what I'm talking about. Like, you can't have it without those things, the sperm and the egg. And you got to keep those fundamental things clean in every way, you know, for maximum pleasure. And down below, again, an attempt at a feng shui. So let me just say a little more about the ones and zeros. I made these ones and zeros, and I performed a little ritual to ask them to stand as representatives of all the ones and zeros that are out there in computer land, which are so many. And I know that's kind of not fair to ask, you know, just 60 to represent the whole. But I thought that was important to just like say, okay, we can't do all of the ones and zeros, but let's just look at these. And then give them a chance rather to play and be fluid and experience honey, you know, and sensuality and a more fluid sense of identity. Like, let the ones become zeros and the zeros ones, just kind of commingle and be more playful, you know, because working all the time, and we're all beneficiaries of that. But I wanted to just take a moment and honor those. So again, the feng shui below divided the screen into the 9 quadrants, which you do for a house, and tried to pay attention via color and energetic qualities of the items I chose to pay attention to the creative aspect and the helpful people and the ancestors and all of those components. And again, I know there are detractors who say, oh, that's bullshit. And I'm just like, I don't know. It just seems like we should just pay attention. Like, you know, people are coming over, you should clean the house. You should, like, you know, this is something that's important, and it seems like it might be relevant. So ones and zeros, you know, they're the core, they're the thing. We all need them. You know, maybe we should just like give them a little loving now and then. And the feng shui, just trying to say thank you for providing opportunities and exposure to, you know, ideas and art, and just wanting to acknowledge that and clean it up, you know, not in that other way, but in this kind of subtler, you know, dare I say, like, you know, hippie, energetic way. You know, I just thought it should be attempted. Again, that feng shui, I think, and maybe not so successful, but again, just putting it out there, just paying attention, just not like being dismissive, not reading the cues and everything like that. So I just thought you might consider the ones and zeros, you know, in your life, and how you need them, and how you love them, the kind of duality. But come on, that binary is tricky, you know. It's good to like shake up the binary, and I guess that's really all I'm trying to do, is shake it up and shake out the cobwebs, you know, and hope that the whole system runs better. That's my gesture, that's my hope, that's my ambition, and that's my best thinking. Just thought maybe you could consider that.